Shall we start? Muthukrishnan sir, Tyaguna. Muthukrishnan sir, almost 95 participants are there. Shall we start the session?
Yes, Professor, we can start it.
Yeah. So good evening, one and all present here. This is a free UGC net and set training class on the remembrance of our friend Dr. R. Viswanathan. This is day 2. Today we are going to cover the topic teaching aptitude. Now I would like to invite Dr. Muthukrishnan to give a few words. Sir?
One second. So, some participants are also coming,
Okay.
so I am unable to wait a minute. Wait.
Okay, sir. Almost 100 is there.
Okay.
Sir, you can start.
One student is, one candidate is trying again and again, but I am unable to accept it.
Okay, just leave it, sir. You can start.
Okay. It is a great pleasure and privilege to introduce our beloved professor, Dr. S. Rajakumar, Assistant Professor of Education, Thiagarajar College of Preceptors, Madurai 9. He holds the degrees M.Sc. Botany, M.Sc. Psychology, Master of Education, Master of Philosophy in Education, Postgraduate Diploma in Guidance and Counseling, and he has cracked the National Eligibility Test two times and the State Eligibility Test also. He completed his B.Sc. Botany from Madurai College, Madurai, Tamil Nadu, and his Masters in Botany from Thiagarajar College, Madurai, Tamil Nadu. He has completed his Bachelor of Education at Lakshmi College of Education, Gandhigram, Tindikkal, Tamil Nadu. And he did his M.Ed degree in the Department of Education, University of Madras, Chennai. He completed his M.Phil education at the Institute of Advanced Study in Education, Hyderabad, Chennai. Currently, he is completed his Ph.D. in the field of Educational Technology at Madurai Kamaraj University. His areas of interest are teaching, biological science, educational technology, educational psychology. He is an active life member of the professional bodies such as the Indian Academician and Research Association, Assam, Indian Association of Teacher Education, IIT Delhi, All India Association of for Educational Research, AIAER, Bhubaneswar, Odisha, Indian Society for Education and Allied Sciences, Mother Teresa Women's University, Kodaikanal, Tamil Nadu. He has served as, one second, some participants. So, sir, one candidate is again and again she is trying, sir, but I am unable to accept it. So that is the problem.
Okay, shall I start the session, sir? I think almost.
Okay. So, on behalf of all the participants, I would like to welcome our beloved professor, Dr. S. Rajakumar, to this online platform. Sir, you can continue. This is over to you, Dr. Rajakumar, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Muthukrishnan, sir. Thank you for introductions. Once again, I welcome you all for the free UGC NET and SET training classes. This is day 2. The topic is teaching aptitude. Actually, this post UGC NET. So currently, they have uh, uh, categorized into 3 things. The first category is JRF, and another one is assistant professor, and the third one is PhD. So if you apply the first category, that is JRF, you are eligible for if you pass in the examination, you are eligible for JRF as well as assistant professor, and also you can eligible to join as a PhD in any university of India. And the second category, assistant professor, if you apply the post assistant professor, you are eligible for the post of assistant professor in any university and any colleges of India, as well as you are eligible for joining a PhD in any university and any college of in India. So these are the different category, and based on the applicants and based on the percentiles, you may get a pass, and something else you may accomplish the examinations. Okay. This is paper 1, general paper on teaching and research aptitude. So it's mainly designed to assess the teaching skill and research ability and general awareness of the candidate. It consists of 50 questions and 50 questions and each for 2 marks. And so it is the reason updated, and previously up to 2023 you may attend the examinations through online, and from this year 2024 you may apply, you may going to write the examinations in a OMR mode examination, offline mode examinations. Okay, so the updated syllabus and applications of it's from the June 29 2019, and usually aspirants focus the subject paper 2, that may be your respect pedagogy subject, but no one can focus the paper 1. So however, it is equal scoring. If you get a equal scoring in the examinations, you may get a chance to get more marks and easily you may pass, you may crack in the UGC net examinations. So let have through the look out the updated UGC net examination syllabus, paper 1, especially unit 1, teaching aptitude. And this unit focus the things, teaching concept of teaching, and objectives and levels of teaching, and learners characteristics, and adolescents, adult learners in individual differences, and factors affecting teaching, and methods of teaching institutions, and higher learning, and teacher centered and learner centered teaching, offline and offline, so methods of teaching, as well as the finally we may discuss about teaching support systems, that may be the elements of elements and types of evaluation, and choice based credit system in higher education, and computer based examinations, innovations in evaluation systems. So these are the overview of the first unit topic, that is teaching aptitude. So let me discuss the first topic, that is the concept of teaching. So as we know very well and understand the concept of teaching, what do you mean by the teaching aptitude? So we all know that the teaching is the teaching something to someone. Teaching is means something to someone. So teaching is the process attending the people needs to the experiences and feelings, and making a specific interventions to help them learn in a particular things. So the interventions commonly take from the questioning and listening, giving informations, explaining some phenomena, demonstrating a skill process, and testing and understanding the capacity, and facilitating the learning activities such as note taking, discussion, and assignment, or writing simulations and practices. Okay, okay. Actually, the exact meaning of teaching competence. So the teaching aptitude. So it is a two word. It is a two word teaching. Teaching means to transmit some information or to transmit the some knowledge to anyone. So that is called as the teaching. And what do you mean by aptitude? What do you mean by aptitude? So aptitude means its ability to do. So the ability to do is called as the aptitude, and the teaching aptitude means to teach or not effectively. That is known as the exact concepts of teaching competency. Okay, so in order to know the teach, you should also know the person's learn. When you understand the psychology begins the learning, when you understand how a person's learn and how will make same manner, and we can become a better teachers. So the teaching aptitude unit is basically focus on understanding how to teach or how to learn, how to teach to the particular subtopic of concept of teaching. So this is the exact meaning of teaching aptitude. Okay, and I have seen a few questions in the UGC net examination. This is the introductory part of teaching competency, and I have noticed a very few number of questions, but however you might understand the concept of what is teaching, what is teaching aptitude, what is teaching competency. And the next slide, so it is the objectives of teaching. So objectives of teaching, it is the main part is the imparting knowledge to anyone, and also it's inculcate certain other qualities in students. So the to teach something, to transmit the knowledge, to depart some informations to the knowledge, that is not only the objectives of teaching, as well as we have to produce good people, good leader in the society. For example, making them better leadership and helping to become a better team player and inculcating certain moral values among the students. So that is the major and ultimate objectives of teaching competency. And actually now I'm doing to something, I'm teaching something. My ultimate objective is to understand some concepts regarding the teaching competency, teaching aptitude, especially for the unit 1. So this is my intentions. So I should impart some knowledge you guys. By the end of this class you might understand some impart some knowledge about the teaching aptitude. So this is become a this is, I'm sure that you must under agreeing with the better part of the sentences that make you help overall development, especially inculcate some certain qualities in the students. For example, making them a better leadership, uh, and helping them become a better team player and inculcating certain moral values. So simply says to become to develop a very good citizen in the country. And this is the question, and this is asked in the examination. So the most appropriate meaning of teaching is, the people may, you can answer in the chat box also, otherwise you can open your mic and you can answer. The most appropriate.
Modification of behavior.
Modification of behavior
Modification of
too.
behavior.
Yeah, yes,
Modification
exactly.
of
The answer is the modification of the behavior. The most appropriate meaning of teaching is to transmit some knowledge, as well as to change the modification of behavior, because the ultimate aim of teaching objective is to produce a student as become a very good citizens by making to change the behavior by teaching. And next topic, levels of learning. So, uh, so that the levels of learning we purposefully and active, and the levels of teaching can be divided into three things. The first one is the memory, and the another one is the understanding, and the third one is the reflective. So the memory, that is otherwise called as the thoughtless teaching, and understanding is the thoughtful teaching, and the reflective is called as the upper thoughtful teaching. So some people, the thoughtless teaching, some people may understand the concept, they want to understand the concept, because whatever says by the teacher they automatically memorized by rote. So the rote memory is playing a vital role in the first part. So that is the thoughtless teaching, and the second one is the thoughtful teaching. So that first level of teaching, memory, the basically rote learning and rote memory, what we used to do while we are kids, by used to mug up our the multiplication tables, and some concept mathematics formulas, and other things. So this is known as the thoughtless teaching, and the second one is the understanding. So you are attending my class, so, and I'm trying to make understand the concepts, because of it doesn't don't want to students mug up. So especially you have to understand the concepts, teaching aptitude, especially in the first unit. So I want to them understand the second level of teaching, and understand when you get example, and when you try to differentiate the different example from the main concepts. The third level, reflective level, the third level is the reflective level, where you use the concepts you are learn, and apply the some solve and real life situations from these three different level of teaching. So the up to that we are discussed about the teaching aptitude and objectives of teaching, and the levels of teaching. The levels of teaching can be classified into three things. One is the memory, understanding, and reflective. The memory, otherwise called as thoughtless teaching. Understand, otherwise called as the thoughtful teaching, that is understanding entire concept. And the third one is the reflective teaching, that is upper thoughtful level, because when we learn something from the classroom, when we learn something by ourselves, that can applicable for real life situation, that is called as the reflective level. Okay. And the question, this is also asked in the 2019. which of the following is not prescribed level of teaching? The answer one is the memory and the
Differentiation.
yeah, differentiation. So obviously we know very well
Differentiation, sir.
yes, exactly, exactly.
Differentiation.
Yes, exactly. You will given a differentiation definitions, and then you will be asked to match them, and the kind of question might pop up in the examinations. So especially they may ask in match the following and some other thing. But this is the question: which of the following is not prescribed the level? Because you answered the differentiation, because you understand the concept. Memory is called as the
Sir,
thoughtless
excuse me, sir.
teaching.
Your
Yes.
voice will broke, sir. Excuse me, sir. Your voice will broke, sir.
Okay. I will check it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm audible, ma'am. Sir, I'm audible, sir.
Ah, yes, sir.
Yeah, thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Audible, sir.
Yeah, okay. Understand the concepts and sure you get the answer, which is differentiation, because you know very well about the concept. Memory means thoughtless teaching, reflective mean thoughtful teaching and understanding. Okay, so the next slide. So next we are going to discuss about the characteristics of teaching. So the characteristics of teaching, what do you mean by the characteristics of teaching? So the characteristics, which means nature. So what is the exact nature of teaching? So the teaching is a very creative process. Teaching is an art. It is a very creative process, and it is a very different way of teaching. You go to some other teacher, you might find his teaching is same concept in a different way, because the each teacher has unique way of teaching. The ultimate aim of the teacher is to teach something to understand the student, because teaching is the scientific process, as well as teaching is the continuous process, and teaching is a formal as well as informal process. And the next point is the teaching is the interactions between the teacher and students. So when we interact between the teacher and students, students may get benefited through the interactions, sharing a lot of informations. And teaching is the may get more informations through interacting with the teachers. And so the teaching is a tool to help the student to adjust himself society and environment. So these are the major characteristics of teaching. So next we are going to deals about learner characteristics. So the learner characteristics is very important for the students to present in the classroom. So learner characteristics is very important to present in the classroom, which it is only by knowing them the teacher would be able to adjust his teaching methodology, because peoples are differ from their age, gender, and various background and previous knowledge and group structure and number of students. So especially the fourth concept is the cognitive structure. So uh, so in the case of personal characters as gender, there is a theory saying the women are very good dealing with emotions and dealing with the languages, but where the men are better dealing with mathematical and logical reasonings and problem solving. So the methodologies are employed by the teacher to deal with the two genders. So these are the some learner characteristics, especially for the gender. And the second one is the academic background. So that academic background, the background especially for the prayer knowledge. So the prayer knowledge, the learners already have been before they meet new informations. So especially uh, which is clearly said about Jean Piaget in the term schema. So when we learn something, they compared with the previous knowledge and getting a new informations, they may change or adapt to the new informations. So a learner must understanding the text can be improved and activating the prior knowledge before dealing with the context and developing a habit and good training for them. And the third important, the learner characteristics, what we generally call the group structure. So the people may change the method of teaching for thousand number of people as well as single number of people. So the method of teaching is also changed to the person to persons. The finally the group's cognitive structure. So the cognitive structures are playing an important role for showing the learner characteristics. So that the cognitive basic means which deals with the mental makeup over with the brain. So especially for attention span and memory retention and intellectual capacity and economic socioeconomic status and emotional intelligence and culture and social skill and health. So these are the important things of learner characteristics. So next we are going to deal about teacher characteristics. So the teacher characteristics now particularly we are talk about the characteristics of a good teacher. So you might wondering it's very simple. The teacher should know enough about the own subject that is going to teach. So we believe the teacher should have discipline knowledge and deep information and subject knowledge and that is not a good education for teacher. So the prayer knowledge is essential for all the teachers, and the teacher should become a good teacher must have one impart some skill, especially for the presentation skill and the personality and the positive attitude and the sense of humor. So these are the things is essential for the teacher, and the teacher these skills and these things improve the teacher to deliver the content in a effective manner in the classroom. So especially that what matters the skills and not get the personality of the teacher. The teacher should have a positive attitude and should have a good sense of humor. Then the teacher can touch the hearts of millions of students. So make sure you understand what are the characteristics of teachers. So definitely there is a question in the paper one. So now I would like to ask the question: when some students attempt to disturb the discipline of the class by making mischief, what will the role of the teacher? The options are expel those students and isolate the students and reform the group with authority.
Give them an opportunity
Give them
for
an opportunity
inspection and improve behavior.
Yes, very good. The answer is answer 4. Give them opportunity for the introspections and improve the students' behavior. Yes, that is the right answer. Congrats, sir. And this is the characteristics of adolescence learner. This is the characteristics of adolescence learner. So these are the 5 different types of the characteristics. The first one is the physical development, the second one is the intellectual development, third one is the social development, fourth one is the emotional development, and the fifth one is the moral development. So during the adolescence period, especially for the physical development, and they in the period they become restless and fatigue, and due to some hormonal changes may happen. So the need for physical activities because of increased energy and developing some sexual awareness and often touching and bumping into the others. So this has happened in the period of physical development, as well as a concerns with changes of body size and shapes and forming mustaches and some hairs in the human body, and the physical vulnerability and resulting in a poor health and dietary habits and or engaging the risky behavior may happen in the period of physical development. The next one is the intellectual development. So that intellectual development, that is academic development, so moving the concrete abstract thinking and high achievement when challenged and engaged, and prefers active or over passive learnings of experience and interest in interacting with peers and during the learning activities. During the period the people may ability of to be self-reflective, automatically they apply the learning things in the real life situations, and they may develop the demand of relevance in learning and what will be what being taught. So developing the capacity and understand the higher level of humor, and some of which may misunderstand by the adults and sarcastic or even in the aggressive, that happen in the period of intellectual development. And so the social development, so exploring the questions and for racial or ethnicity, and seeking peers for sharing some same background, and exploring some questions of sexual identity in visible or invisible ways, and licking fats and being interested in a popular culture. So these are the things may happen in the emotional social development. And the next development is the emotional development. So the characteristics of adolescence in emotional development, they oftenly the mood swings may marked by peaks of intensity by unpredictably they have changed their moods. Oftenly sometimes they may laugh, they sometimes they mingled with others, sometimes they become isolate, and they become a sad. This is happen in the emotional development, and needing to release the energy with sudden outburst of activity, so that only they become a relief from the situation. And self consciousness, and being sensitive to personal criticisms that may happen in the emotional development, and seeking approval of peers and other attentions getting by their behavior. So oftenly the in the especially adults, they oftenly they do some seek some attentions in among the group as well as in some important places. So this is happen in the emotional development. And finally the moral development, so understand the moral issues as whether what they are doing, whether it's right or wrong, being capable of interested in a particular democracy, and needing and being influenced adult by role of more models who will listen and trustworthy. And these are the things happen, these are the important characteristics of adolescence. So now we discuss about some characteristics of adolescence. So the adolescence period, it is a problem centered oriented. So in this period the people may seek educational solutions, they continuously asking so many questions from the elders, and they searching something, and they always seek some result oriented, have specific results in a mind, and self-directed. So typically not dependent on others for direction, because they what they think, and often the skeptical about new informations and prefer to try out before accepting it. So the seek education that relate or applies directly to the perceived needs, that is the timely and appropriate for their current lives, and accept the responsibility for their learning if learning is perceived and as timely and appropriate. So these are the important characteristics of adult learners. The next topic is the individual differences and its types. So individual differences are the more or less enduring the psychological characteristics that is distinguish one person's from other, and thus help to define each person's individuality. And the meaning of individual differences, so discriminably principle of nature, this is no two persons are same, so they think differently, even the twins also think differently. So that is the this concepts is also explain the thing individual differences. And the individual differences, so individual differences happen through the interest, and interest may refer to the motivating the force, and implies to as to attend a person's and the thing and activity. So the educational fields of differences, so in interest means observe some students like a particular subject, so teacher hobby of professions and other. So based on the interest they may select their courses, they may choose their profession, etc, etc. And so next one is the attitude. So the difference in attitude, psyche is related to something. The few learners have positive attitude towards the specific topic and subject and the professions and others. The role of education in society is develop a positive attitude among the learners. So next one is the different values. So values are the things and given importance by an individual. Some learners value materialist lifestyles and other moral religious lifestyles. So the values are playing a important thing in the education, must mold and mind of the young generations to have a balance of values between the materialisms and spiritualism. And the next one is the study habit. Study habit is also differ to the person to person. Some people mingled with the group, they involved in the group study, and some people learn individually isolated and learn something by themselves only. So these are the some study habit is also differ to the person to persons. And the next one is the skills. So
Voice is breaking.
the skills also differ to the person because the psychomotor skills is related to some skills
Excuse me, sir.
acquisition.
Your voice is not audible, sir. Your
So
voice
there
not
is
audible, sir.
some network issue from you, sir.
So myself
And
is
then PPT also not showing.
PPT is not visible.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
Yes,
voice
sir.
is
It's
not
not
clear to
visible.
me also, sir.
Yeah,
Not
please.
only for one people, one person, it is for everyone. It
Yeah, I
might
will
be
check. I will
the
check. I will
problem
check.
lies on you only.
I will check. I will check.
We are able to see, sir. We are able to see.
Yes, the PPT is visible, but the voice is not clear, sir.
Yeah, I will. I will check. I will check.
PPT is not showing and voice is not audible.
Yeah, please wait, ma'am. Is it visible now?
No, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It's
It's visible
visible.
now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. So
Yes,
we
it is
discuss
visible.
about difference, individual differences, and especially differences in psychomotor skills. So that the psychomotor skills, it's related to some skill of acquisition. Some students differ in their area also. So some students like football, other students like cricket, and others playing volleyball. So some students easily learn operating the machine, and some may not. So a wise teacher should diagnose the students of psychomotor skills and ability, and encourage them to directions. So this is important for developing the skills. And finally the self concept. So self concept is also playing an important role of differ the students in the classroom. So the self concept is the totality of attitude and judgment and self values, and individual relating to his behavior and abilities and the qualities. And so some students have a positive self concept, and then the boost the confidence level and perform them to those who have negative self image. So as a teacher we have a responsibility to develop the self positive self concept and positive attitude to the students. And so simply says it is the causes of nature and nurture. So based on the nature and nurture, we can the both of nature and nurture playing an important role of individual, especially for especially for making some difference to others. So these are the some classification of the personalities. And the strangers may classify the personality into 6 types. And Jung classified the people and some three groups, that is the introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. So introvert, they always they never mingled with the society and other people, and extrovert, they become they easily mingled with others, and ambivert, they often sometimes mingle with the people and sometimes never mingle with the people. And these are the some different types of the personality. And next slide. So next we are going to discuss about some factors affecting teaching. Some factors affecting teaching. So these are the some important factor for the factors involved in the process of affecting in the teaching. The first one is the teacher, and second one is learner, and the third one is the support the material, and the fourth one is the instructional specialties, and the fifth one is the learning environment, and sixth one is the institutions. So, and the divisions can be teacher centered and learner centered method. So we are going to the first look at the teacher centered method, and this is see how the teacher centered method. Yeah, just wait. Just wait. Actually,
Not audible, sir.
yeah, please. Yeah, the factor affecting the teaching. These are the important factor that is affecting in the process of teaching. The first one is the teacher. So the teacher should have a proper qualification, educational qualification, and they should have a subject matter, keen in a subject matter, and especially they need some skill and experience, especially the skill required for communicate with others and use of some teaching aids, and the teacher should know the different methods of teaching and should involve, and the passion of teaching is essential for the teacher. And the second one is the learner. So learner, it is so these are the some factors influencing the learners. The first one is the language and cultural and social behavior, intelligence and social economic status, and interest and attitude and motivations and mental health. So the language, so for example, if Tamil people went to some other place, he knows only Tamil. When we adapt with the other state language, that is make some difficulty among the learners, as well as the cultural and social background. Intelligence also playing an important role for affecting the teaching and learning process, and the socio-economic status, interest, aptitude, and mental health. So these are the important factors that maybe affect the learners things. And next one is the supporting material. So the material which helps to students assessment and scoring and judge the students accomplishments, and the teaching strategies and the lesson plan, that is also help to the teachers to deliver something to the student, and standard benchmarks also playing an important thing. So if they have a good benchmark, good standard, they can maintain the quality of teaching in any kind of institutions and organization. And using a use of traditional and modern ICT based tools also important things. So because teaching aids also important for all kind of teaching. So when it is failed to express, that is definitely affect the learning. And the learning environment, so we need some appropriate classroom ventilations, light, and benches, some other things, etc., that is important for learn effectively. And socio-economic status and socio-economic factor, that is also important for all. And expectations, so expectations also affect some learning. And finally the institutions and institutions, so each institution's policies differ to others. So the method of teaching is also others, and the student teacher ratio is also differ, and some infrastructure and environment and material resources also differ. So when we have, it is a good manner, that learning become a good. When it is become lag, when cannot able to produce, and when it is become lag, there may be a possible to affect the learning of anyone. And so methods of teaching. So we know very well about the methods of teaching. Now we are in a online teaching, and the traditional method of teaching is called as the offline teaching. So the teaching so in the pandemic period we aware about online teaching. So the teaching can be classified into two types. One is the teacher centric teaching and learner centric teaching. So the teacher centric teaching, teacher may come into the class and deliver some lecture, sharing the informations, imparting some knowledge to the students, and automatically he complete the class, he automatically out from the class. So in the learner center classes, so the students involved in the active participation, so actively involved in the process of learning during the class, during the program, they may learn something new, innovatively, and interact with the teacher, interact with the peer group, interact with the group members. So then may get a chance to gain more informations and more knowledge through the learner centric teaching. And so the active participations always happen in the learner centric teaching. So, and another one is the methods of teaching, yeah. And next one is the methods of teaching, that is online and offline. So actively involved in the process of learning, that is teacher centric. Yeah, please. Yes, the next topic is the e-learning facilities. That e-learning facility, the recently education field that is emerged, organizing and producing and creating some online courses. So that is called as the MOOC. So MOOC means a massive open online courses. So there may be a chance to thousand number of students, participants, and learners can join in the course and offer open. So anyone, anytime, any place they can join in the course. So this is entirely from online, and the courses MOOCs very important to most of the colleges and universities. And the MOOC courses providing some softwares and the platform, that is the Coursera, Udacity, and edX, and Canvas, and Nova Education, Iversity, and Open to Study, and Feature Learning. So these are the platform they are providing a course. So these courses are offered by very popular universities like Oxford, Stanford University, California University. So these are and the famous professors also, they are introducing their courses for the learners. So the people from anywhere in the universe, they can join the course, and there is no charge for learning. And if you need some certificates, you have to pay some amount for that. Otherwise you may learn, you may join a lot of course, and you may get more informations from this platform. And the other initiative of Indian government of known as taken an initiative that is known as the SWAYAM. So the SWAYAM stand for Study Webs of Active Learning for Young Aspiring Mind. So the SWAYAM is an initiative taken by the Indian government in the year of 2017 July 9. So where all the 9 great institute putting their courses and the cost of on a website, so that the students across the nation, across the world, can join the course and get more information through this course from the various professors and various faculty members from the Indian universities and colleges. Actually, this is my certificate. I have completed this course from the Swayam portal, and after completing the course, you may download, you may obtain these certificates like this. And these are the coordinating universities of Swayam, AICTE, All India Council for Technical Education. They are providing the self-paced education for all learners. And the second one is the NPTEL. NPTEL means National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. They are providing the courses especially for engineering. And the third one is the University Grant Commission, UGC. So university grant commissions for non-technical courses, non-technical posters, they are providing for undergraduate students. And CEC, Consortium for Educational Communication, for undergraduate students, they are providing, especially for art students, they are providing a lot of courses, especially for English, political science, psychologies. And the next one is the National Council for Educational Research and Training, that is NCRT. For school education, they are providing a lot of courses for the learners. And the next one is the NIOS. So National Institute of Open Schooling, they are providing the courses for school education. And the next one is the IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University for out of school students. And the next one is the IIMB, Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. They are offering the course for management students. And finally, NTTTR, especially they are providing the course for teacher training and teacher training program. So NTTTR, that means National Institute of Technical Teacher Training Research. National Institute of Technical Teacher Training and Research. So this is a great initiative in the field of e-learning, was taken by UGC and MHRD in the year of 1993 when established the Consortium for Educational Communications. So CEC stands for Consortium for Educational Communications. It's basically a platform for where great lecturers put up their lectures in taking a major topics for a part of higher education. So I already said that they are providing the course especially for arts in English as well as political science and history and geography. So when you search into the YouTube or Google Chrome, you just click CEC channel or CEC portal. Automatically, you can find some videos from based on your search. So it is an initiative taken by the Indian government, so that any person who is living in India can across this lecture of the person who living in a very small village somewhere in a remote area can also access this platform. They can join with the great lectures from great professors and enhance their knowledge. And another initiative of by MHRD, that is e-Pathsala. So it has been taken by MHRD and NCRT also. So it has taken by MHRD and NCRT. So to both of them have together and stated the e-Pathsala. It's a platform where you will find some courses and resources, a text box or video lecture or all test series. Everything is to the so that the students, teacher, and parents, everybody can gain some knowledge through this platform. So now I would like to ask some question. What is the full form of Swayam? You can post in the chat box also. What is the full form of Swayam? Yeah. So study of web of active learning for young aspiring minds. And the next question, Swayam portal is for what is the exact answer? To the option A, promoting high quality education and improving access to high quality education and telecasting high quality educational content free of charge. So what is the exact answer?
B, sir. B,
What
sir.
is that? What's that? Yes, the D is the exact answer because the Swayam portal is initiated by the Indian government for promoting the high quality of education and improving the access to high quality of education. So this is the exact answer for this question. And can you say The courses hosted on Swayam are produced and delivered by. So how many coordinating institutions collaborated with Swayam course?
Nine, sir.
Yeah, yes, 9 is the right answer. So next we are going to discuss about the important e-learning platform, that is the Swayam Prabha. So it is a channel are available for free for anyone who was who having a set-top box along with 2 cents or free dish or dish TV. They can easily join and watch the Swayam Prabha program. So because this channel offering the courses especially for JEE and some other material, especially for engineering things, they are offering the continuous classes, 4-hour classes for every day. So this channel transmit 4-hour and fresh content for every day, and the content of lectures from the best teachers of our country. So there is no monthly charges for viewing this channel. So every day they are offering a 4-hour program for the students, especially for engineering students. These channels included IIT Paul channels, which are intended to help the students taking prestigious examinations like JEE examinations taught by IIT faculty. So initially they are started 32 channels only, and that is promoted into 34, and now it is 40 channels are available current date, and 1,20,600 courses are available. 1,20,600 videos are available in the Swayam Prabha platform. So next we are going to discuss about teaching and teaching supporting system. So the teaching support systems, teaching about the systems are nothing but the teaching aids. So these are some sources of the futures are used in order to make learning more effective for long period and long time and long lasting. So basically we have two kinds of teaching supporting system, that is traditional system, and another one is the modern systems. So in the case of traditional system, the teacher may continuously using blackboard or writing something and using some chart, and especially for history, the history teacher may use some maps. We can recollect memory school days in the supporting system of traditional, and the traditional include the map and diagram charts, so especially for that. Now if you look at the smart and online classes which are running by everywhere, teachers are generally using the audio visual clips, and so that the students can interact with, engaged with more interesting, and similarly now the time the especially for some platform like Amazon, Kindle, so they are providing some e-material. So once you log in with your account, you can download some e-material books or PDF format through the version. So in the modern terms of teaching, the supporting systems like projector, audio visual aids, that are highly helpful for learn many things in the current period. So the teacher may use some projectors and audio visual aids and the ebooks, etc., etc. Yeah. And the question, why teacher use teaching aids? The options are to attract the students, to minimize the problem in the classroom,
Effective
to
engagement of students in learning tasks.
Engagement of student in
yeah. So the exact answer is effective
Correct.
engagement of students in the class. Very good. And next we are going to discuss about the evaluating system. So evaluation system is the important process of all kind of learning. So evaluation system, what evaluation system is, basically there is no point of teaching without knowing whether the student has understand the particular concepts or whether they have to change some methods of teaching, or whether we can check their ability or achievement. So for the things we need some evaluation system. So the system helps to understand the teaching has been made effectively, whether the student has learned informations and make the changes in teaching methodology, so that the students can become a better as learner and we can be completed as the teachers. So if we look some evaluation systems, so this evaluation systems make measure some methods of the things. So the system, the evaluation system can be classified into two types. One is the formative and another one is the summative. So the internal examinations, so during the course or during the program conducting on an examination is called as formative evaluation. So at the end of the course or end of the program is conducting the examination is called as the summative evaluation. So simply explain, when you preparing some non-veg item, especially for chicken recipe. So if you want to serve chettinad chicken to your family, during the preparation of the chicken dish, so you may taste something. So if you want to add some salt or some spicy, you can do it. So that is called as the formative assessment. So during the preparations we made some changes, by the preparations, because we can add some salt, we can add some spicy things for become a good recipe. So the same process during the course or during the program conducting an examinations, which helps to enhance the learner's performance, because we oftenly teacher as a teacher we oftenly give some feedback to the students, and that helps to the students to learn many things in future also, as well as they can correct the mistakes, they can rectify their mistakes for the future examinations. So that is now called as the formative system of evaluation. And another one is the summative evaluation. So after the preparation of your chettinad chicken gravy or chettinad chicken recipe, you may serve to your family member. They taste, after tasting the recipe they said it's good, it's bad. So like that, at the end of the semester we can say we can conduct the examination of at the end of the thing, whether they may pass or fail. That's only. So these are the two different types of assessment pattern, assessment system, that is the formative and summative evaluation. The formative evaluations means during the course or during the program conducting on a lot of examinations, like interacting with the students, ask some internal test or unit test, debate or quiz programs, so regarding that, so which helps to enhance the learners. And the summative examinations, we can promote the learners from one level to another level only. So the formative evaluation is a process oriented thing. So formative evaluation is the process oriented, because during the process we can change, we can modify the students behavior, we can alter the learners performance, we can enhance the learner performance. But in the case of summative evaluation, that is the product oriented things. So product oriented means we can finally set it's a good or bad only. Okay. And these are the important process of learning evaluation system. And the question, so what is the purpose of formative evaluation? So what is the purpose of formative evaluation? The options are grade the students learning outcome, and the B, accelerate the students learning performance, and to promote the students from one class to next class, and to provide the feedback for teacher
Provide the
effectiveness.
feedback for teacher effectiveness.
Okay, any other?
C, sir. C, sir.
See, yeah.
Accelerate the student learning
Promote the
performance.
students from one class
B,
to
B.
next.
B, sir. Accelerate
Yeah,
the
can you
students'
able to
learning.
justify? Yeah, so we can also provide the feedback for teacher effectiveness also. Is it?
But the ultimate aim is to improve the students' learning.
Yeah, so
But
exactly the
so
exact
that's not
answer
the
is
problem.
Yeah, so the exact answer is accelerate the students' learning performance only. So there is a chance to provide a feedback for teacher effectiveness. Yeah, so we can alter the students' teacher teaching methodology by conducting this kind of examinations. Okay, so the exact answer is accelerating the students' learning performance only. Yeah, so so we understand about the different types of evaluation system, that is the formative and summative. So formative means during the course or during the program conducting an examination is called as the formative, and at the end of the course or end of the program conducting an examination is called as the summative. And apart from that, we have to know about another types of evaluation system, that is the norms reference and criterions reference test. So norms reference and criterions reference test, so criteria that may be, so if you secured in an examination by 80 percentage or 98 percentage, so that is the criteria. We can calculate, we can mention the marks by the criteria as 95 percentage, 88 percentage, that is only. And in the case of norms reference test, we can have some norms, so we can compare the one student's performance with against other peers or other classroom entire classroom students performance, that is called as the norms reference test. So the norms reference test compare the students performance against the performance of other peers or classroom member. So for example, we can easily identify based on the one student's performance, they may be secured 9.8 grade, so they may be secured 9.8, another people may secured 9.9. So then we can easily identify one person is secured high mark, and apart from that others are secured very lower than the particular student. So this is the norms references. The norms references compare the students performance against the performance of other other students or group of students or entire classroom. So another important evaluating process is the CGPA. CGPA, can you expand CGPA? Can you expand CGPA? Anyone, please?
Cumulative grade point average.
Cumulative grade
Yeah,
point average.
cumulative grade point,
Cumulative grade point average.
cumulative grade
Grade
point
point average.
average is
Cumulative
the
grade
correct answer.
point
Yes, yes,
average.
yes, exactly. So that CGPA, actually this CGPA introduced by CCE. CCE means continuous and comprehensive evaluation, which was introduced by Central CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education, in the year of 2009. So especially for 10th standard, up to 10th standard, they are introducing CGPA. So CGPA, they are providing some grades. We can identify the grade for each subject. So for individual subject, we can identify for the grades. So especially for the grade point performance of all subject excluding the additional subject. So this is provided for only for the main subject only, not for the additional subject. So the subject wise performance we can measure and we can record it form of grade, that is called as the CGPA, that is cumulative grade point average. So the next one is the computer based testing. So computer based testing, so up to 2023, NTA conducted the examinations by CBT, computer based examinations only, and now onwards they are introducing again OMR based examination. So it's known as refers to delivering some assessment with computer alternatives and using paper and pen test, and such a test can be conducted online and online and internet and computer aided facility. These are the things is required for conducting this online test, CBT, computer based examinations. So this is carried out by any organizations to evaluate or analyze the students performance and the skill, ability and capacity. So everything we can test by conducting this CBT. So with the integration of feature and multiple choice and descriptive answers, analytics based questions, that can be possible for conducting this kind of computer based examination. The facility can assess and assure the candidates knowledge level and the students based test and mapping and final result that can easily generate by the computer based test. And mostly by my suggest and my perception is mostly this CBT kind of examination is applicable for MCQ pattern, multiple choice questions only. And so this is the innovations in evaluation system. So the recently evolved these are the different methods of evaluation system. We can assess the students performance by measuring drawing the concepts map, mind map, and the concept of test e-portfolio. E-portfolio is nothing, we can documenting everything the students performance and accomplishment, we can save, we can maintain with a exact document is known as the e-portfolio. And some talk show performance, based on the talk show performance we can assess the students performance, that is applicable for all kind of subject also. And assessment in rubrics, so providing some category criteria for assessing something. For example, answer key pattern, key answer, we are providing some key answer for a particular examination. So some keywords, some key points, or some paragraph is essential for providing some marks, like that. That kind of rubrics is also innovative evaluation system in a present scenario. So and before applying this assessment practice like rubrics, we have to inform the students how we are assessing the particular things, how we are assessing the knowledge or understanding, etc, etc. So whatever method assess by innovatively, you have to inform the students to priorly for assessing the entire students performance. And next one is the just time in a teaching, and finally the artificial intelligence. So the 21st century, that is the technological era, and now we are in the field of artificial intelligence. So so many companies, so many softwares, so many platforms are available for assessing the learners performance with the help of artificial intelligence tools. So we can assess through the quiz and other skills also through this artificial intelligence tools. So there's a question, the performance of student is compared with another student, this is which type of testing?
Norm reference
Norm
test.
reference
Yeah,
testing.
yeah,
Point
yeah.
norm
Option 4.
reference test.
Yes, option 4 is the correct answer, because criteria reference test, we are fixing some criteria. We are based on the criteria, we mention the students performance by percentage or grade. So 95%, 85%, like that. And diagnostic test, so diagnostic test mean to identify the learners mistakes for the purpose of rectifying it, so to promote or enhance the students performance. And summative testing means at the end of the course or end of the semester conducting the test. And norms references to compare the one student's performance with the other. So the exact answer is called answer is norm reference test. Yeah. Which of the learner characteristics will influence his or her perspective in a course of study? The options are learner commitment, parents' interest in the learner, prior knowledge of the learner, skill of learner in the concerned area, family size, and the socio-economic background of the family to which the learner belongs. So you can choose any option in the below of the question. What is the exact answer? Which of the learner characteristics will influence his or her perspective in a course of study? So these are the
One,
things
three,
are
four.
1
Option
3.
1, sir.
Option 1. Option 1, sir.
Yeah,
First
yeah,
option,
option one is the right answer. So the learner commitment and prior knowledge of the learner, and the fourth one is the the skill of the learner in concerned area is important for the learner characteristics. Yes, let me move on to the next question. Which of the strategies in the list given below will be associated with direct teaching? Providing some examples and explanations, promoting the inquiry and focusing on a concepts, giving a review and recapitulations, and offering the practice and feedback, problem raising and problem solving. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. So anyone, please?
Option 3, sir.
Yes, exactly. Very good. So option 3 is the right
three.
answer. So providing example and explanation, and the fourth one is the giving a review and recapitulation is also important, and finally offering practice and feedback. So these are the some strategies in the list given below associated with the direct teaching. So these are the important characteristics of teaching. And the next question, which among the following reflects best the quality of teaching in a classroom? The option 1 is through the use of many teaching aids in the classroom. Option 2, through the quality of questions
Second.
asked by the students in the classroom. Through full
Through
attendance
the
in the
quality
class.
of questions asked by students in the
Option
Yeah,
2,
classroom.
sir.
yes. Option 2 is the
Option
right
2.
answer. So the quality of questions asked by the students in the classroom is the right answer. So when we allow to the students to ask the question, there will be a chance to interacting with the student and teacher. So while interacting with the student and teacher, there is a chance to additionally get more informations in the particular subject. Yeah. So in the next question, what is the purpose of underlying the use of teaching aids? What is the purpose of underlying the use of teaching aids?
To
Attention.
capture the students' attention.
Capture the students' attention.
Yeah, to capture the students' attention, huh? So that the exact answer is to optimizing the learning outcomes. The fourth one is the right option. The next question. So democracy in the classroom is best reflected through. So democracy in the classroom is
C
best
answer.
reflected through allowing the students freedom to the
C, sir.
abs- yeah, allowing the
Option C.
maximum
Option
participation
C.
of the
Option
students
C.
in a classroom activity. Yes, yes, very good, very good. So option C is the right answer. Shall we go to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So if majority of students in a class are weak, you should, what will you do? So majority of the students in our class are weak, you should keep your speed of teaching fast so
D,
that.
sir.
Answer D, sir.
Yeah, yes,
D,
Option
sir.
D.
Answer D,
yes,
sir.
Keep the
yes, yes.
teaching
Very good,
slow
very good.
along
So
with some extra
answer
guidance.
D is the right answer. So keep your teaching slow along with some extra guidance to bright the people is the right answer. Yes, very good. Okay, so these are the some these are my session, and I hope I given by some overview in the unit teaching aptitude. So these are the some books material you can refer some material. So the only thing, these are the books are having a more than 500 and 600 page. If you want to mock up this book, you can take more time to study entire pages. So better thing, better option, you learn something by yourself, and you can use these books for your test purpose. Yeah, so I hope you may understand about teaching aptitude. So is there any question you can ask me?
Thank you, Professor. Thank
Yeah.
you for your presentation.
Thank you,
So, dear
sir.
participants, if you have any doubt or any clarification, means just you can ask our resource person, Dr. S. Rajakumar. So, dear participants, if you have any clarification, you can ask him.
Hello.
Okay, Professor. They don't have
Yeah.
any clarifications also. That
Yeah.
this
So
is
I will post in
time to
the.
deliver that.
Yes. So I will post. I have posted the feedback in the chat box. You can please provide some feedback. Sir, you can
There
please
is a
Yeah,
explain
sure,
the
question.
sure.
question which has been
There is
discussed.
a question in the chat box. Kindly note. There is a question in the chat box.
Yeah. So which question? Sir, you can please explain the question which has been discussed in the last part, which can based on the democracy in the classroom is best. So the majority of the students in your class are weak. What you should do? That is the thing. So are you talking about this question?
ஊருக்கு போயிட்டாங்கன்னு சொல்லு அடுத்த வாரம் வர சொல்லு
Which was
No, sir. In the last portion, we have been
which
discussed
was
about one question.
which was based
Democracy
on
in the classroom
democracy
is
in
best
classroom.
reflected through. Yes, sir. This question.
Yeah, yeah, democracy in the classroom is the best reflected through allowing the maximum participation of all the students in a classroom activity. Yes, so here sometimes bias influencing now. So that's why they are indicating allowing the maximum participation of all the students in a classroom activity, because we are discussed some learner characteristics and teacher characteristics, and some evaluation system. So as a teacher, we have to allow all the students for the maximum participation of the classroom activities. So that's why they are indicating the answer as the C option.
Thank you, sir.
So any other?
Yeah, yeah, Professor. Thank you, Professor.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Really, then really that I would like to thank on behalf of all the participants. Really, we have enjoyed, and your information was very nice to us, and it will be helpful to every participants. And definitely, I'm giving the assurance on behalf of all the participants. Just definitely, they will crack at least net or set examination for our upcoming examinations also. That so this is a time to closing session. Then we will meet you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir, and thank you for your positive words. And the participants, we will meet on tomorrow in the next unit. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So I have posted in the feedback form in the chat box as well as in the WhatsApp group. You can give a feedback for that.